Hello, welcome back to 10 Days, 10 Book Reviews, my challenge I'm doing until the end of the year, reviewing 10 different books that I think that help transform my life, and I hope that it'll help transform your life or help you find whatever you're seeking. And if you're not seeking anything, these are just really good books. The next book I want to talk about is Psycho-Cybernetics. This book came out, I think this was published in 1960. It was revolutionary back then. It was like, are you kidding me? We can change how we think about things. In this book, he talks about how we become hypnotized. Think about that. We've all been to hypnotists or seen hypnotists. We've been hypnotized to believe these things about us that aren't true. You know, you've been hypnotized to believe you're not that smart. You believe you were hypnotized that you're not good with money. When I was a little girl, my sister just told me the story yesterday. I had no idea. I was the youngest of three. And we would go ice skating. And my parents would always give my brother or my sister the money because there was 4 years between my brother and I and 3 between my sister and I. And they would say, hold on to the money because, your sister isn't good with money. Or, she'll lose it. I don't know what they said, but in my mind at that age, I heard them say, every time you give me money, I'm going to lose it. Or I'm going to spend it on penny candy and just waste it. And I've carried that with me until now. Because she was teasing me about it yesterday. We were talking about ice skating, as we were kids and, getting hot cocoa. And she said, yeah, mom and dad would always be like, don't let her carry the money because she'll lose it or she'll spend it on penny candy. And she said that. I was like, oh my God, it was like a lightning bolt. That's how we get hypnotized into believing things. And that's what this book talks about. And he talks about how to change your state. Now, to kind of back up a little bit, Maxwell Maltz is a plastic surgeon. And he couldn't figure out why people would come in and, they'd come in with horrendous bumps on their nose. Was one of the examples he used. Horrendous bumps on their noses. And they would come in and he would fix it. And they'd be like, oh my God, I'm beautiful. Everything's fantastic. And then they'd have another guy who came in and his ears were just a little bit bigger than the normal ear. So they wanted it smaller. They made his ear smaller and he still felt like he had these huge Dumbo-like ears. And every time he would do that with people, someone would come in and they'd have, something tucked or like he said, tucks or whatever. And they'd be like, I look fantastic. And then a larger percentage would come in and be like, I still, you didn't fix me. I still look terrible. What's wrong with me? And he realized that no amount of plastic surgery is going to heal what you have going on up here. And so he really started studying the state of the mind, how we think about things, how we view things. He gave an example of this guy, this really good-looking guy. He was tall. He had a great job. He was dating this woman. He broke up with her, and they were both from the West Indies, and she put a voodoo curse on him. And he wanted to have something fixed. So when he came in to see the doctor's like, what the heck happened to you? You've lost 20 pounds. And he's like, well, I have a voodoo curse. And he's like, okay, well, let me heal the voodoo curse. And he healed it. Saw the guy 6 months later. He was all his weight back, and he was married to his high school sweetheart. The brain, baby, the brain. And so he talks about this. I think it's a great book because it's so revolutionary. It was revolutionary for its time that when you start reading, you think of how they looked at stuff, how this book will help you change your definition of yourself, how you see yourself. This book will tell you how to begin shifting your identity to become the best you. I mean, like I said, I was broken homeless when I started getting into this reading stuff. Well, I've always been a reader, but reading personal development stuff. And now I'm on a mission to help everybody I can fix their identity. And it's not even fixing, that's a horrible word to use. To reshape it, rethink it, to become the best version of themselves. And this is an evolving thing, an evolving process. I decided a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, who knows, I'm not great with time, that I'm not living a diamond life. I am not living the best me I can be. And I thought, okay, Karen, what does a diamond life look like? Because that's the life we're going to start living. And I'm going through that now. I'm writing down everything that diamond Karen would be doing. If I had my blue rose diamond, what would I be doing? And that's what I recommend you guys do. Look, what would a diamond life look like? How much would you sparkle and shine? What would you be doing different? Especially, you women over 50, and trust me, I'm one of them, I'm way over 50. We never had that choice, and I know I keep talking about it because it just, when you've never had choice, it's frightening when you have choice. You've never had choice, it's frightening when you realize, I can retire, but to do what? What do I do when I retire? Oh, I could own my own business doing what? I could travel the world, but where? With who? These are questions I help women that coach with me. This is how I help you shift your identity. I help you find your blue rose. My gift is I see people as they could be. And I know some people go to lunch with me and they're like, oh, Lord, please, Karen, don't shrink me. And I'm not a doctor or anything like that. They're like, we got it. Because I see people as they could be, and I see their shadows. Because people reveal their shadows within 5 minutes of a conversation. All you have to do is say, hi, how are you? And if you listen, they tell you. Get this book, or any of the 10 books I talk about over the next, they're all transformative to me. They're books that helped me become who I am today. Like I said, to go from broke to homeless to CEO of a successful association. And, I own my own coaching business. I help women find your confidence. Wait, blue rose confidence, find your blue rose. Yeah, I think that's what it says. It's written backwards. I help women find a confidence to shift their identity, to take charge of their lives, to understand, you know what? We've got choice, baby. Make a choice and go with it. Hope this helped. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you want to talk to me, just put it in the direct message below or email me. If you want to work with me, check out my website, KarenBarnard.com. I have a 4-hour shadow work intensive that I'm running right now. I just want you guys in 2023 to be the best you can be. So that when you go to bed every night, you smile to yourself and you say, today was a good day. Even on those days when not so good day, when you say, today was a good day, I'm happy. I was the best me. Hope this helped. Here's to you guys finding your blue rose, and talk to you tomorrow. Have a good day.